floor is mine? The whole fucking floor is
The
mine?
entire floor is yours, girl. Hello, welcome to the Super Sensitive Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Sensitive Show. They let us on for another season, even though we only had 2 episodes last season. I don't know how we didn't get cut, but we're back again. You might recognize this person. I'm giving her another chance. This is her
My
third
past
episode.
2 episodes were so bad
I'm sure they know
that they
who you
had
are.
to bring me on a third time.
I'm sure they know who you are, but why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Laura Hanna. I'm currently studying anthropology at U of T at the graduate level, for those of you that care. And yeah.
I care.
Thank you.
This is Girlhood.
This is Girlhood.
Speaking of girlhood, today we are talking about the one and the only
And I'm bad like the Barbie.
Barbie.
I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Rings feel like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so
And we can add some pink glitter shimmers, Gabe, if you're watching. Which I
sure hope so.
I hope you are. You're the editor.
I hope so.
So we're going to talk about the Barbie movie. I guess we can talk about Barbie in general, too. I personally have never met her, but I know...
She's great.
She's good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't play with Barbies as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't play with Barbies because I thought I was a boy.
Thought? Past tense.
I thought I was a boy. Up until I was like 11, I think.
Hello?
I was very hardcore, not dolls and dresses.
What did you play with? That's a wrap. That's a wrap, folks. Perfect.
What did I play with? That's a good question. I played with Legos. I did a lot of drawing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of... I was a big stuffed animal girl.
Yes.
Big animal girl.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play with Barbies?
I did play with Barbies. In addition to all of my Barbies also played with each other. Keeping that
Alone.
theme going alone. Yeah. When I
At
wasn't
night,
watching, it was just non-stop.
In the toy box?
Yeah, I'd hear rumbling and rustling from the toy box in the corner, and I'd just let them do their thing. I'd just let them go at it. And that made me who I am today.
Anyways.
I did love playing with Barbies.
What was your favorite Barbie? Or like what's one that was your like ride or die Barbie?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I was very young when I was playing with Barbies.
Okay.
I was probably like 4, so I don't really remember.
She was
like,
also in Egypt, so she wasn't playing with Barbies. She was playing with Borbers. And they were all friends.
Fuck you, first of all. We had proper Barbies in Egypt. I just had the regular blonde bitch. Like, I don't know what
You had Barbie?
Yes, I did.
Oh
I had stereotypical Barbie.
That's amazing.
And like several other versions of her. One thing that I do have to tell you though. Okay, funny story. So my mom went on a trip to Canada when we were still living in Egypt on a work trip, and she came back and she told me that she had gotten like a Barbie for me. Lo and behold, when she opened the pack for me, it wasn't an actual Barbie. It was the Barbie dog that poops and that has like another like baby dog, like, but it was like the official like Barbie brand dog, and I think it showed up in the end credits of Barbie.
Yeah, because you screamed and you said,
It was like a golden retriever or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she got me that. That's
Wow.
the only like official like Barbie merch that I can remember. The rest I don't know what they were called.
That's amazing. Well, I've never had one, but I still wanted to have like something like a Barbie on set, so I'll show you what I brought. It's not Bowie, unfortunately.
Fuck. When is she gonna be on the show?
But it's pretty similar. Like you can change you can change its clothes and stuff. And she's just as beautiful. Like you can turn her around.
Oh, please put it back, please, for the love of God. Please.
Yeah, I would say this is like if OCAD had a Barbie,
Like if OCAD designed a Barbie?
it would be this.
Okay.
Because look at the
Can I see
outfit. She kind of.
Can I? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Would you mind?
You better be
Kidding,
careful with
I'm
that
joking.
because that's a very limited edition Jar Jar Binks Star Wars
I thought it was
action
Barbie.
figure. It's Barbie. Today it's Barbie. Barbara Binks is actually.
Barbara Binks, everyone.
She's pretty cute though, right? I love that orangey flesh that she's got. Really brings out her eyes.
Look at it.
Considering her eyes
Look
are
at
out
the
of her head.
lips. Are you kidding?
So that's the Barbie that we have. So maybe we could just.
Can she sit with us?
She can literally fit.
Like front and center. Gorgeous. She's stunning. She's stunning. She's beautiful. Bar Binks, everyone.
So that's what I bring to show and tell today.
You should have told me. I would have brought my
Your
worn
shitting
down
dog.
shitting golden retriever from the Barbie franchise.
I keep telling you we can't bring Bowie here. I keep telling you.
I try. Every
Anyway.
time I'm on here, I'll try.
We're gonna start talking about the movie. If you haven't seen it, it came out in July, so
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
you probably want to go see it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty groundbreaking, considering all the lead up to it.
Yes. The lead up was a really big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like, but the amount of pressure on the director to produce a Barbie movie, like Barbie's such a big identity, global
Like figure.
concept,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think it's possible to like please everybody
Fair.
with something like that.
Fair.
But I think my overall take on it was successful, I think. What do you think?
I think that I agree that there was a lot of like hype and like build up like prior to the release of the movie, and that was like really fun to see.
Yeah.
Like I think something that it did well was like bring a lot of like women and girls into the movie theaters and like wear pink and not be afraid to be like, you know, girly or whatever. I think that's something that it did well. I think the director, Greta Gerwig, does claim that it is like a feminist movie.
Yeah.
And we could get into that.
Yeah, we'll
in a
talk about
second.
that for sure.
I think it was cute. I think it was cute.
Very cool.
That's my general
Okay,
statement
love.
about it.
Some people thought there were some maybe talking points in terms of, as my dad says, controversy. Not controversy.
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 So I did.
So I did, so I said. Were there any moments that kind of stuck out to you that were like, could be controversial? I'll start. I feel like that that end scene, which was completing her journey into womanhood, or I guess officially beginning her journey into actual womanhood, and that being her going to see a gynecologist. I laughed. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I don't know what everybody else was. No, but I know that some people were like, oh, that could be like a little bit transphobic if the physical parts of the body is what makes you like a woman, right? Rather than other things. So I don't have like a complete answer to, you know, is that controversial? But it was definitely like bold for her to do that, I think, as a director.
I think I saw that scene a little bit differently than like her taking like the first step into womanhood. I think it was just like a funny joke, like a light-hearted way to end off the movie, and you know, reproductive health is good. You should go to your gynecologist as a woman. I don't think like that's more how I saw it. But again, it could have just completely gone over my head. Like,
I mean, I agree. I was like, when I was watching that end scene, I thought they were dropping her off for like a job interview.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that was the point.
That it was definitely framed like that for sure. So I think I could see where people were maybe like oh,
a little
like
iffy.
that feels not as empowering, but maybe it is, right? Yeah. Were there any other like moments where you were like, maybe this wasn't a super smart choice?
I have a few, but the one that I can name off the top of my head immediately is the marketing surrounding this movie and the tagline for this movie being she's Barbie and he's just Ken or something like that.
Yeah.
And then them devoting 3 whole minutes for the song whatever, I'm just Ken.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a movie about womanhood and you know, like relationships between like mothers and their daughters and you know, sacrifice and all that stuff. These are the themes that I picked up. And then the 3-minute long montage of him being like, oh my God, being a man is so hard. Like, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to bring that up because I think the whole point of the movie was them trying to like in obviously in like a satirical way, like point at like the kind of point and prod at the patriarchy and things like that. But the problem that I had was that Ryan Gosling was so charming that it almost felt like the movie was like doing the opposite of what it was trying to achieve. People actually started connecting so much with like this Ken character that it took away from the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, like you almost wanted him to be like so...
Like you felt bad for him.
Yeah, I know.
Which is like...
I didn't want to do that.
on.
I know, you kind of wanted him to be like super villainy and whatever. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know if that's controversial, but...
No, but I think...
my hot take.
I think that's fair.
My lukewarm take.
That's... Can we test the waters?
Right.
That's a lukewarm take. I loved... Sorry. Some guy just walked by and was checking his fucking hair in the window there. It's not a mirrored window, so I don't know.
So he was just looking at us then.
What he was doing.
To his disappointment and surprise.
Or maybe it is a mirrored window. I don't know.
Well,
when I got annoyed in the movie, it was towards the end there where he was gonna like, he was making it so much about himself to the point. Remember when he was like gonna throw himself off the edge of the balcony?
Oh yeah.
Being like, but I can't live without you. Like that just became redundant, and it was just like, okay, shut up, Ken. Like we don't need this whole like
typical like female experience, though, is it not? Like,
oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna like do something to myself. I'm gonna harm myself if you don't like give me what I want.
So in that sense, like she's super smart, the director, and I think like the satire was painful. That's how good it was.
Yeah, the scene of them serenading all the Barbies on the beach. Have you ever been serenaded by a man before?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Not with a guitar.
Not with a guitar.
God.
Okay. Well.
Thank God. But I have been godfathered.
No.
Yeah, I've been godfathered.
You're the strongest among us.
Been godfathered by my current partner.
Matt, if you're watching this, we're gonna have a long talk.
He has to watch all my episodes come to his
Matt, when you watch this, just know you will be dealt with.
Oh, it's just so funny. Like some of those parallels were just like, you're just sitting there and all you can do is just like eyes wide, like
deer in headlights. Like this is painful.
You were mentioning that it could be it's known as a feminist film by some people.
Yeah.
What does like a feminist film, like what does that mean to you? How would you define a feminist film? Like something that empowers women or shares their experiences?
Let me cook.
Cook, girl.
I mean, I do agree with both of those things, but I think, and I'm not saying that Barbie wasn't a feminist movie.
Yeah.
That's not my take. I'm just saying that I don't think that it's the feminist movie that a lot of people make it out to be or thought it was going to be.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of what I think. Like I
Yeah.
do think that a feminist movie is to empower women and you know, like spotlight their experiences and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But I just think that going back to the whole like Ken thing, I think that the character of Ken and the way that they were poking at this idea of the patriarchy almost made it seem like the patriarchy was harmless in the movie.
Yeah, I did get that.
Like
to that
like
point.
that it was like so like it was taken to such like a jokey kind of realm that people like really wouldn't take it seriously like as an actual issue.
Yeah.
Like the whole like plot of like, oh, horses and whatever.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
that's the patriarchy. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. I have like the thought in my head.
No,
but
it's
just like,
true, because when it's constantly showing it in like a, even if it's in a jokey manner, it's like the fact that it was, I don't want to say so easily overcome, because all the Barbies worked very hard to overcome it, but it did seem very simple.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a reality. Like it's ideal for sure that by the end everybody gets, everybody gets shown what's the right way to do things and blah 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 blah. But it wasn't necessarily like a utopian movie. No. Right? Which I
even
think
in
a
Barbie
lot of people,
Land, like I don't even think that was a utopia by any means.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like that's kind of what from watching the trailers, I was like, yes, like I'm ready to be into this world where everything's like right and it's like so absurd and so ridiculous. And we did kind of have that at the beginning of the movie, and then it kind of got like obviously thrashed and completely torn down and burnt up and whatever. But them bringing it into the real world, I felt like they kind of had to for the audience. Maybe that was what they were trying to do. Make it less, make Barbie feel less unreachable. Because, they're like, oh, you're Barbie, I'm Barbie, we're all Barbie.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm Barbie and you can be Barbie too. Because Barbie just is every woman.
I'm every woman. Barbie is actually Shaka Khan. But I think what the movie did so well, and unfortunately so well, if it is a movie talking about the patriarchy and like its pitfalls and how it impacts like women and society more generally, I think what was interesting about the Barbie movie is that Barbie is still like as much a figure as it is a product. Right?
Yeah.
So we can't talk about Barbie without talking about Mattel. And we can't talk about patriarchy without talking about capitalism. What I thought was super interesting is that people are making it out to be this like, oh, feminist, like take down the patriarchy film, when at the end of the day, like it's a movie about a product, like a doll.
Yeah, a doll. And that impact that it had. Yeah.
And by doing this whole idea of like anyone can be Barbie, it's kind of hard for me not to like look at it and think, okay, you're just like catering to like a wider audience to get your products, right?
Yeah.
Or to buy those tickets, because at the end of the day, all that movie is going to, or all that revenue goes back to Mattel.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess in that case, like it is. Yeah, like you do have to remember like the corporate side of it and the fact that. When you're telling that story about a product, you have to mention all those other aspects of it, and I guess that's part of. Tried
with like the Will Ferrell character.
And
stuff like that, like the whole jokey thing of like, oh, like I respect women, like whatever that whole thing, and then when they're trying to get her in the box, it's like, get in the box, you Jezebel. I was like, oh, Miss Barbara, are you okay?
Miss Barbara? Yeah.
But
yeah. So in that sense, like, there were some super successful moments for sure.
And also not so successful.
I guess that kind of answers my next question was going to be, what would you add and what would you take away? And you can't say men. I just think if we took men away from everything, it'd be just better. But anyway.
But we can't, unfortunately, say that on the pod.
That's just me.
It's also me.
That's just Ken. Anywhere else, he'd be a 10.
Not here. He can go anywhere else he wants.
I feel like I'm in Vegas. No. Anyway, I think we should have a fun little activity.
Okay.
Where we draw ourselves as Barbies, but you can choose your Barbie. So, like, what kind of Barbie you want to be. So I've pre-uploaded a little template for us to use, and we will have it going on somewhere here, some visual element of some sort.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Jazzy, Stacy, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the Barbies is bad. It's girls, and we ain't playing tag. Rad, but he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl. Pink Barbie dream house.
Wait, so we have to draw ourselves as Barbie?
Yeah, as the type of Barbie that you're going to be. because you have to pick like a theme, right? Like
Give me an example.
President Barbie,
Okay.
Nurse Barbie,
Okay.
BBL Barbie.
BBL Barbie. Coming soon to Walmarts near you.
TTYL Barbie.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just rot, I guess.
No. Too gorgeous. Can't rot. Speaking of rot, I'm doing job hunt Barbie.
Sickening.
Unemployed Barbie.
Sickening.
Unemployed, unrested, unwell Barbie. Well, unwell is a stretch. But
I have to burp. Can I do it into the mic?
sure, it probably won't make the cut, but unless it's a really good burp. No,
Fuck, it's not making the cut, is it?
Not
Alright, I'll wait for another one.
good.
I'll wait for another one.
All of the Barbies is pretty, damn. All of the Barbies is bad, it girls, and we ain't playing tag. Rad, but he spank me when I get back. I'm in LA, Buckdale Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm in LA, Buckdale Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm in LA, Buckdale Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm in LA, Buckdale Drive.
How do you match your skin tone on this fucking app?
How do you match your skin tone?
It's like it's foundation.
It is.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Sickening.
Don't look at mine.
What'd you get for C?
What I get for C? Okay, what accessories does
Unemployed Barbie have?
unemployed Barbie have? Well, unemployed Barbie.
Okay, so my
is
hair doesn't
wearing
actually look like that.
pajama pants.
Did you cry when you did you cry when we watched the Barbie movie?
I was close to crying.
Which scene?
I thought you were gonna ask me if I cried today, and I said, "How the frick did you know?"
I know you. We already know that.
I mean,
Tell me something
we can tell.
I don't know, something I don't know.
No, I didn't cry because I didn't really feel, and I guess this is another thing about it, right? Like the whole the motherly themes, right?
Right.
Big part of it based on the movie. But it felt like it was supposed to be more of a, like it felt like a forced tearjerker
Really?
kind of trope to me. The way, like, when it got to the montage, yeah.
Yeah.
That felt...
Wait, it felt forced?
Yeah. Like, that to me felt...
I think the montage was like, I don't know if I'm making this up, but I thought I saw somewhere online that the montage was like related to people in like the cast or...
Oh, like the cast and crew?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying it was horrible or whatever, but it didn't really make me cry because I think...
Damn.
Well, I guess I'm just a soulless, heartless...
I know, I was just going to say.
Feelingless person.
Well...
Who hosts the Super Sensitive show. But,
That's the gag.
That's the gag.
I cried.
That's
I
good.
cried both times I watched the Barbie movie.
Yeah, it was well done. Like,
because it just like, okay, the reason why I cried, and not just because of like the montage scenes or whatever, but I just started thinking about my mom.
I mean,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
for sure.
You know, the whole thing of like thinking about your mom as a girl.
Yep.
And then thinking of how much they had to sacrifice.
Yep.
To
yeah,
raise you. And
well, yeah, and I agree. Like that's super. When a movie can like make you reflect on that, like.
Yeah.
Super successful and
yeah. I thought that was a really well done part.
Yeah.
Of the movie. Like the relationship between the mom and daughter, like the mom always reaching out like in those teenage years and then you just like not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It made me feel really bad.
Yeah, for
Made me call my mom after.
Yeah, literally. I think I took my mom to see it and
Aww.
I don't know if she was like, yeah, that was amazing. But I'm sure she did enjoy like certain parts like that, right? When you can start to see like parallels in your own life. But yeah, I liked it. I also liked, like you said, like all the people dressing up.
yeah, that was like, it was a fun cultural moment, I'd say, like
Yeah.
in pop culture.
Yeah.
That summer.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack was phenomenal.
Oh, that's a whole other
Phenomenal. I love the soundtrack
Yeah.
for the Barbie movie.
Yeah. It was definitely on loop.
On repeat.
For sure.
Especially in our cars.
Yep.
That summer.
Yep.
List of songs not allowed in my car, the Barbie soundtrack.
Never say that to me. Because I always
No, for
have
safety
it.
purposes.
Oh, for safety purposes?
Yeah.
Because that car will be bumped.
Totaled. I don't know how to draw hair, so this is going to be really awkward looking.
Is it giving
Barbie.
straw?
Yeah. But again, I'm not a wonderful
I'm not an artist. I've never claimed to be an artist.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah, this
I'm not
this
done.
Is
I'm not done. I'm not done.
rough
I'm
for
not
me.
done.
What else do I have here? Oh, I can't forget the trusted bag of Ruffles. Yeah.
Fuck. This is difficult. This is really something.
I don't remember what Ruffles looks like. I just know that it's a blue bag with a red label.
What do my glasses look like? Oh, nope, that's
I
not
looked
it.
at you and you're not wearing them, so I don't know.
Okay. So you hate me.
I can't help you.
No, you hate me. It's okay.
I can't help you. Okay, almost done.
Why are you almost done? Why are you rushing?
I'm not.
Don't rush.
I'm not.
She's rushing. I know she is.
I know she is.
I know it.
What's your favorite Ruffles flavor?
Ruffles?
Yeah.
Probably all dressed.
All dressed up, nowhere to go.
As usual.
As usual.
That's just a typical Thursday night for me, honey.
That's just a regular Thursday. My Barbie is just screaming, I'm tired.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, let's do that bird. Okay, so that's actually not what an arm looks like at all. At all. At all.
Should I go first then? Are you close?
That's what she said. Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. I have my unemployed Barbie. It kind of looks like me, which is crazy.
I'm tired.
So we've got me in the hoodie with red eyes from staring at a screen constantly all the time, on Indeed. We've got my vitamin C vitamin water, which I'm fully convinced is keeping my physiological system going. To combat that, we have the Ruffles. Any flavor will do. Any bag that's open, I will eat it. And this Barbie, I'm in pajama pants, which means it's unemployed Barbie. I have my laptop, my portfolio, and yeah, that's my Barbie, and that's my current Barbie. So hopefully soon I will be switching to very busy, very rich, very cool, fun, and exciting and positive Barbie.
I love that.
But I just want to be realistic with the viewers. So
right.
That's my Barbie. Let's meet yours.
Let me give her a hand first. Okay, so that's actually pink. All right. Well, okay. So we have Professor Barbie. Intro to Anthro course.
Yay!
She's ready to lecture. She's kind of sickening. These are all of her books that she's published because she's so intelligent.
She's a publisher.
And
she's a publisher.
Publisher? I barely know her. Yeah, and she's got her little spectacles on because of the amount of reading that she does. And also, if you look closely, her hair is thinning because she's immensely stressed out.
All the time.
8 years of graduate school will do that to you. But yeah, Professor Barbie,
wow.
That's the dream. You can be anything, even this stressed out woman right here.
And you will be.
In
6 to
5 to 7 years.
Give or take, nothing crazy.
More or less, yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
Well, those are our fancy Barbies, and I encourage you to design your own Barbie maybe a more hopeful Barbie than mine, and maybe a career-focused Barbie like Lara's. But give it a shot.
We have two sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us again on the Super Sensitive Show. This is Lara. And we'll see you hopefully next week.
Please make sure to watch this episode so that I can get a fourth chance. Because I don't think this one went well either.
We're going to have a discussion after this. No, I'm kidding. I love you.
Love you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm always yours. Ow. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still want to party.
Pink.
Like I'm ready to bend.
I'm a 10, so I'm pulling a can. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls. And we ain't playing tag. Papi, vamos a la disco.
Let's just do the whole album.